Well, it took me a minute to get on, so I know that time has been spent at this time. So what we'll do is we will get ready for Hemo Him time. Everybody locate your Hemo Him. Uh, Beverly. Hey, Beverly.
Good evening, everyone. How are you?
Hey, good to
Uh,
hear your voice indeed.
Good to hear all of your voices too.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful indeed. So, okay, it's Hemo Him time, and we're going to get ready to count down so that we can move on. Oh, your hair looks pretty, Beverly.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yes, you always was you know, a nice dresser and nice hair indeed.
Thank
So,
you. Get those
oh,
nutrients and get those Atomy product in. It changes you.
how's the weather there?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's probably about 79 to 80 degrees. 80. It's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I apologize, everybody. I haven't talked with with Beverly in a while.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let's get ready for Hemo Him time. Indeed. Because we got a couple of things we need to go over. And if anybody have a testimony, let's be ready for the testimony. We'd like to share this deed and show some love. Okay. So one, let me see. You see, Florence always count down. Five, four, three, two, one. Himo him time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, indeed. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Interesting. I have somebody that's been giving away hemo him,
Mhm.
and and they've been gaining customers like that. You know, people have been noticing the difference. I was like, wow. But I remember when I first started, I bought one box, him or him for myself, but one to sow seed. That's how I started. Giving away to him or him. All the rest of the products I didn't know too much about, but I knew about the him or him. So, um, so I was able to bring in, you know, a few of the doctors and stuff and others. So that's a good thing. So if you want to think about sowing some seed, hey, that him or him is the thing to do. Okay, do anybody have any testimonies on this evening?
Well, I just wanted to say when you said about planting seeds, so it is true that when we give, it'll be given unto us. Pressed down.
Indeed,
Okay.
indeed.
Good
For
word.
for Atomy has a righteous plan and it has great kingdom principles. So go forth in those principles. All right. So nobody has a testimony at this time, and we're gonna keep it moving. And let's see here. Now we know that the Atomy has products that's, let's say, made around the world. They get the knowledge used from the best place and this from the best place and everything. They believe in the best and they invest in the best and they want us to have the best. And that's what you call global sourcing. Global sourcing. Let's learn a little bit more about that global sourcing.
Welcome to Atomy Absolute Life. I'm Jacqueline, and today we'll be learning about Atomy's GSGS strategy. carries over 500 products in various household product categories, such as living, food, fashion, and home decor. And they're constantly adding new products. We've already covered Atomi's primary manufacturers in previous videos below. So let's take a look at where these other products are coming from. First, we must understand that Atomy serves as a central axis by connecting many manufacturing business partners with consumers worldwide. Atomy's vision is to become a truly global brand with a global distribution hub and a global online shopping mall. Therefore, Atomy utilizes the GSGS strategy. That stands for Global Sourcing, Global Sales. Let's talk about global sales first. Atomy currently has members in Atomy branches worldwide in Asia, North America, Australia, and most recently China, with India, South America, and even Europe coming soon. These countries have over 6 million members who are purchasing products on the Atomy website, and this number is continuing to grow. Now let's talk about global sourcing. Atomy's international branches look for small and mid-sized local manufacturing businesses to partner with. Now we already know that some of the best manufacturers in South Korea have partnered with Atomy for daily living products. Atomy also sources various other products from many different countries around the world. For instance, the world's best pepper, organic Kampot pepper, is locally sourced from Cambodia, and Mino knives are one of the highest quality knife manufacturers in Japan. Now this strategy provides Atomy with a huge variety of high quality products from all over the world. Now what makes Atomy's GSGS strategy unique is the fact that Atomy branches are able to directly import and export between one another. For example, Atomy Korea has local members and local products. Atomy America has local members and local products too. Now Atomy Korea can export their local products directly to Atomy America and vice versa. Same with Atomy Cambodia. Local products can be exported and imported directly between Atomy branches. And this applies to all Atomy branches worldwide. However, it's ultimately the consumer demand that determines which products are imported and exported. By implementing this GSGS strategy, Atomy's goal is to become a truly global distribution hub with prestige products sourced from around the world so that global consumers can purchase Atomy prestige products from anywhere in the world. Regardless of country of origin, Atomy prestige products are distributed directly from manufacturers to consumers based on buyer demand. Now this model creates a win-win situation, providing small and mid-sized manufacturers with instant direct access to global markets without international barriers. It helps to grow the local economy and brings more diversified prestige products to global consumers who are able to purchase products from anywhere around the world. Atomy's GSGS strategy provides direct access for quality products for consumers on one convenient platform, creating a powerful interconnected network. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe to Atomy Absolute Life.
I believe I remember when you're talking about global resources, there was one of their manufacturers that burned down, and Atomy stepped in to help rebuild it, and they built it better. So it was I forgot which product it was, but that's how serious they are at getting the best to us, the best to us. So everybody remember that they can go beyond and invest their money. You know, sometimes places are let's say small and they need more added to it and everything. You know, add and make sure They make sure they invest indeed. So let's look at our compensation plan at this time. First of all, do anybody have any questions on the global resourcing? The global resource. Okay. So, and once they open up the Azam Mall here in the U.S., some of the products are going to be coming from the U.S. Especially the car insurance. They're going to be local resource. So get ready for that Azam Mall. Alrighty. So let's look at the compensation plan.
Everybody, my name is Alfonso Macias. I am a Diamond Master here in Atomy, and I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about our compensation plan, why it is so unique and why it is one of the best opportunities available today. Now, before we go into the actual numbers and how we make money within Atomy, I'd like to start off with our principles. These are the pillars and the values of this company, and this is one of the things that actually drew me into working with Atomy. A lot of companies view us as dollar signs. They view people as dollar signs. What can this person do for me? And in Atomy, it's not that. We're taught to actually cherish people. And that's actually the first point of the company motto, which is cherish the spirit. It's appreciating people for who they are, not what they can do for me. So it doesn't matter whether you're Black, white, Latino, Asian, if you're older, if you're younger, we truly cherish the spirit of every single person. The second point is create the vision. We have to know where we're going. It's creating that destination and that direction, okay, of where we want to go in life. I'd like to give the example of, when you order an Uber or you jump in a taxi. If the taxi driver asks you, so where do you want to go? And you just say, I don't know, anywhere. What do you think is going to happen? That taxi driver is going to take you around and around and around, probably drive you for hours and take your money. So you're going to waste a lot of time and a lot of money in the process just because you didn't know where you were going. So Atomy teaches us to create that vision so that we know exactly where we're heading. Follow the faith. A lot of what we do is building for a future. So although we may not see the fruits of our labor immediately, okay, we're starting to plant so that way we can go ahead and sow, okay, we can reap what we're sowing in the future. So we have to walk in faith. And lastly is servant humility. Nobody likes working with people that have pride, people that are stuck up. And within Atomy, the people that grow the most are the people that serve their team with humility. It's being humble. It's putting people's needs before your own. Now, in addition to this, what makes Atomy so easy to do is that we have an amazing vehicle, which are the products. Now, the Mastige strategy is absolute quality. That means that we get the absolute best quality products, but we get it at the lowest price. So we're not sacrificing one or the other. We're actually getting the best of both worlds. And a great example of this is people, a lot of times when they want to buy a product, they automatically think if it's not costing me a lot of money, it's probably not a good product. But we have such an honest company like Atomy that's been able to get the best of the entire world and make it affordable and accessible to each one of its members globally. Now, the proof is in the pudding, right? Why can we say that? Well, it's because, we actually have the best-selling products. Our HemoHim, which is our start product, has been the #1 best-selling item in direct sales for 5 consecutive years. This is across the entire industry, okay? And not just on the healthcare side, but also on the beauty side. Our Absolute Skincare has been the #3 best-selling cosmetics in direct sales. Okay, this is extremely important because it backs up the claims that we have the best products, and they're of course affordable and accessible because a lot of people are purchasing them. Another example is our Atomy toothbrush. This toothbrush is not just an ordinary toothbrush. It has microscopic gold particles. It's antibacterial. It's got soft bristles. And just in 2019 alone, which was actually 2 years ago now, okay, there was one sold every second, 30 million sales records. Okay, you can only imagine the actual numbers today. Okay, this is the quality of products that we're talking about. Now, if that's not enough for you, okay, to understand that the products that we have and what our vehicle is allows us really to do this business in a huge way and get huge results is our return rate. Okay, within Atomy, we are not obligated, okay, to pay for a membership, to spend a certain amount monthly or get on an auto ship program. And even still, even though people are not obligated to buy, we have the lowest return rate of 0.19%, where the average of the industry is actually 3%. Okay, that's 30 times, almost 30 times the amount, okay, that our competitors, or not even competitors, but other companies in the industry, okay, have in returns. So if we're not obligating people to buy, and we also have one of the lowest return rates, what does that say about the product? It means that we have a good product that people not only are buying, but they're rebuying. Now, we have an amazing marketing plan, and there's such an ease of business. We don't charge people for their virtual offices or their back offices. We don't charge membership fee. There's no renewal fees. There's no monthly obligated purchasing. There's no maintenance fee. There's absolutely no fee whatsoever. All this is changing stores. A lot of the products that you use on a daily basis, whether it's that you brush your teeth, it's that you take a shower, which I'm sure everybody watching this video right now brushes their teeth and takes a shower. Am I right? So all we're doing is just moving stores, and we're not really trying to get people to buy products out of the ordinary that they use on a daily basis. Okay, these are products that you and I and everybody we know uses on a daily basis, and we're not charging them to have access to these products. They're simply just, instead of buying at their local store, they're going now and they're buying online on the Atomy store. Now, one of the most attractive things about the Atomy compensation plan is that it works off of a global binary system. What does that mean? That means that we create a left group and we create a right group, but we have a global binary system. That means that we can register and sign people up from anywhere in the world, absolutely anywhere, from across the country, without having to leave your home. And I know that right now, this is 2021, and we're living in the middle of a pandemic. And this is something that's affecting everybody globally. A lot of people can't go out. A lot of people are on lockdown. A lot of people want to minimize contact. They don't want to go buy at the store and risk getting, catching the virus. So what are we able to do? We're able to actually order anything that we need, okay, from the comfort of our living room, but we're also able to share this opportunity with people all over the world. So that means that the growth of your business is not dependent on whether you can leave the house or not, or whether, you're just within your city. No, you can be in the United States and you can register people from Mexico and from Japan and from Korea and from Australia. And any time that they buy their toothpaste, their toothbrush, their omega-3s, their supplements, you're going to get credit for that. That is the beauty of this business. And on top of that, if that's not enough, this is an unlimited model. That means that we don't have levels. You can register all the way as deep as you want, and every single purchase is going to count. Now, aside from that, we also have a division or separation of the company's profit. Now, this is one of my favorite parts because the company takes all of its profits globally, not just in the country that you find yourself in. Okay, this is why we root every time that there's a new country that's opening up in Atomy. Because when a new country opens up, it means that there's going to be more sales that's going to be allocated. There's going to be more profit. So the company takes 70% of that profit and it automatically separates it for its members. Now, this is huge, okay, because it's taking 70% and making it accessible to every single one of us to be able to earn. Now, how does that 70% get broken down? Well, 44% of that gets broken down into general commission, which is money that we can make on a daily basis. We also have our mastership bonuses, and these are additional bonuses for growing and helping people within Atomy. And then we have our education centers. And this is basically if you'd like to open up an office where you're training people, teaching people, the company will even pay you for training other Atomy members. And Atomy retains 30% of its profits, of course, for all operational costs. So we have 3 different ways that we can earn income. The question is, how much of that, or which one of those 3, or how many of those 3 do you want to take advantage of? Now, I want to go ahead and get started off with the basics of our point value system. Every product that's available in the Atomy store has PVs, or point values, that are associated with it. Okay, and this goes from makeup all the way to the supplements, every single product. So anytime that you purchase a product on the Atomy store, you are automatically going to start accumulating PVs or accumulating those points. Now, the beautiful thing about Atomy is that these points never reset. Okay, so you don't start from zero every single month. This is accumulative for life. And we're going to see that how that accumulates, and we even have a cap, okay, as to how many points we can accumulate, but we are not required to purchase a certain amount every single month. So if you're buying the Atomy HemoHim product, that's going to give you 54,600 points. If you buy the probiotics, you now just added another 20,000 points to your personal point accumulation. Now, I'd like to show you a little bit about how our general commission works. So there's two things to keep focus on right now. First off, it's the personal points, which you can see up top. Okay, and second, it's the group points, which you can see over here. Now, on the personal points, remember, I was saying that you accumulate points for every purchase, right? And you saw that just one product like HemoHim gives you almost 60,000 points. Well, the first level you want to get to is an agent, which is when you have purchased 300,000 points of product. As you continue to buy, because you're going to fall in love with the Atomy products, you then move on to special agent when you get to 700,000 personal points. As you continue to buy, because you're buying and trying so many more of the products that Atomy has to offer, you reach distributor when you've accumulated 1.5 million points. And then you reach exclusive distributor when you reach 2.4 million points. Now, when you get to that point, you don't accumulate any more points, okay? Now, this is huge because you don't have to keep buying under your account. You just want to buy one product a year to keep your account active. But after that, what does the company do? They say, well, you know, we want you to help your team members. And so now you're able to actually buy the things that you're using on a monthly basis under your team members' accounts. Of course, you're receiving the product, but now you're actually giving or adding to the points that your group is creating. Now, I want you to take a look right here on this side, and you see that we have a left group and we have the right group. Now, every time that your left and right group reach 300,000 points, that's the first level, okay? And this is not bound by time, okay? So this is not that it resets at the end of the month. No, it's just as soon as both legs or both groups reach 300,000 points, if you are at the agent level, congratulations, you just made $60 that day. And the cycles here within Atomy are daily. So every day, if on Monday you reach 300,000 points on your right, 300,000 points on your left, you just made $60 that day. Now, we can do this every day. If our groups are growing, they're loving the product they're buying, and we have 300,000 points that are coming in every single day, that means that you're now making $60 a day, okay, in passive income. Okay, this is income that you start to receive while you sleep because you've created a network of consumers. Now, as you continue to grow, and so are your groups are going to continue to grow. People are going to be sharing about this opportunity and these amazing products. In a day when you get 700,000 points, remember, the consumption is growing. So 700,000 points on the left, 700,000 points on the right. Okay, and you have 700,000 personal points. Congratulations, you just made $120 that day. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know what job you're currently working, but think about how much you're making on a daily basis, right? And has that changed at all over the last 5 years? Do you expect that that's going to give you or double in the amount of daily income that you're making? Probably not. Okay, that's the answer to most people's situations. And with Atomy, we actually have the ability to continue to make more money. Now, I want you to take a look over here. Okay, once you start getting into your team making 1.5 million points on each leg, you're now making $240. This can be every single day, okay? All the way to right here, $1,200 a day. So we do have a cap in our general commission of $50,000 a month. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's a little bit unfair. Why do we get capped? It's the opposite. It's actually very fair because in a lot of companies, it's always the people at the top that are making the money and the people down at the bottom, okay, they're getting pennies and the people at the top are taking all the money. So what does this do is it offers everybody an equal opportunity to get to the same level and make the same amount of money. Now, the funny thing is most of the times the people that complain about, you know, oh, there's a cap, they've usually never made $50,000 a month with any company. So I'd like to encourage you, before you get upset over the cap, let's get to making $50,000 a month on the general commission, and I guarantee you, you're not going to be upset. So this is a little bit about the general commission. This is how we're able to make money every single day, and this is the fundamental platform, okay, of earning income in Atomy. How does that come about? Simply by buying and recommending and building your network of consumers. Now, in addition to that, we also have mastership bonuses. Okay, these are bonuses that you receive as you start to grow in leadership, as you start to build your team. Now, remember, we took 20% of that 70% that the company allocates, and this is how it gets broken down. 10% of that 20% gets actually allocated to the very first level, which is sales master. So the company wants everybody to succeed, and they want you to start seeing that success and that income as soon as possible. That's why the biggest portion is allocated to the first level. Now, from there, we have 7 different mastership levels, which we're going to be looking at right now. Okay, that goes from sales master all the way to the goal, which is imperial master. And we're going to see how exactly those bonuses get divvied up. Now, first off, how do you get to sales master? Well, the very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have 700,000 personal points. That means that you've accumulated, you've bought a lot of product, and through that, you now have 700,000 personal points in your account. And remember, you have your left group, you have your right group, and you, within a 2-week period, the qualification periods for mastership bonuses is from the 1st to the 15th of every month, and from the 16th to the end of each month. So you have 2 opportunities to qualify every month. And if within one of those 2-week periods, your left group generates 2.5 million points, and your right group generates the same 2.5 million points, which is an average of approximately about 170,000 points per day on each leg, then you qualify for Sales Master. Congratulations. When you get to Sales Master, first off, you get these promotional gifts as a one-time gift. So you actually get a box of Hemohim, you get a box of a set of the Fame, and you get an evening care set because the company wants you to stay healthy. They want you looking good. So you're going to get these gifts as a promotional gift. And now you're starting to look at approximate bonuses of about $900 a month. Now, this is split within each 2-week period. So it's about $450 just in bonus every 2 weeks. And remember that aside from these bonuses, we're also generating commission, right? On the general commission side, because we have 2.5 million points that came in that 2-week period on our left and our right. So how much money is a sales master making? A sales master is making an average of $2,000 to $4,000 a month. And that is just the first level, okay, of the masterships. So I want you to think about this. People that you know, maybe yourself, how much are you making at your job on a monthly basis? And how much time are you having to give to your job every single week? Well, with Atomy, once you start building, you start to create residual and passive income. This is the beautiful thing about this company, is that you work hard for a period of time so that way you can reap the rewards later. Now, this isn't where it stops. From here on out, you can see that, to reach this first mastership, you're actually getting here by the accumulation of points in your group. It's people buying products within your group. And remember, they're not obligated. They're buying because they want this product. Now, the next level is Diamond Master. When you first get to Diamond Master, you're also going to get some promotional gifts. You're going to get another box of Hemohim, another box of the Fame skincare set, another box of the evening skincare set, and you're also going to get a free tablet, okay? Because the company wants you to continue to grow and wants you to develop in your business, and you're definitely going to need it in order to talk to the team and manage all of your points. Now, how do you get to Diamond Master? Well, now you're going to want to be at 1.5 million personal points. Okay, and now it's not so much about you focusing on just generating points or just getting people to buy. Now what you want to do is you want to develop, you want to grow your team. So you want to create 2 sales masters on your left group and 2 sales masters on your right. What does that mean? You want to take 2 people with you that have the same vision, have the same spirit, they want to grow, they want to change their life, and you're going to help them get to your level. How beautiful is that? investing in people so that way they can be successful. When that happens, you're going to have some awesome and some very happy team members, right? They're going to be making money, but now you're now making more money. Why? Because the Diamond Master makes an approximate bonus of $1,500 a month. Broken down into 2-week periods, it's about $750 every 2 weeks. And the estimated monthly income that a Diamond Master makes is between $4,000 to $8,000 a month. That is the range of the average income in the United States. And this is just the second level. And I can tell you, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. I started the business, actually doing the business, May 26th of 2020. Today it is February 10th, 2021. And I was able to get to Diamond Master by December of last year. It's not difficult. You can do it. There's nothing special that I have that you all don't have. So it's just about dedication. It's about hard work, and it's about the desire to succeed. Now, we're not stopping here, right? This is good income. This supplements most people in the United States income. And if you're living in another country, it most likely would probably supplement your income as well. But we want to continue to grow. So as we go into the third mastership, that is Sharon Rose Master. What do we want to do? We want to be at 2.4 million personal points. Now, remember, this is the cap. That means that for every mastership on out, we don't have to continue to grow in personal points, right? We've reached that cap. But what we want to do is we want to help the 2 sales masters that we have on our right and the 2 sales masters on our left. We want to help them to become Diamond Masters, which was the position that we were in. When we help them get to that point, we now reach Sharon Rose Master. Now, this is where it starts getting really nice, because when you first get to Sharon Rose Master, you get $2,000 cash and you get a vacation for 2. So Adam, wants to make sure that you're enjoying, you go take a breather, you've been working hard, right? So you get that as a promotional gift when you first arrive. And now you're looking at an approximately monthly bonus of $4,000 a month. Just your bonus is what a lot of people make within a month. Now, when you add the general commission to that, okay, a Sharon Rose Master is making anywhere between $8,000 to $16,000 a month. You are now making what an executive makes, okay, at a traditional corporate job. You know, a director, a VP, you're not making that. And you know what the awesome thing is? You don't have to have a PhD. You don't have to have a master's degree. You don't have to have specific knowledge or an expertise in a certain field. All you have to have is persistence and a desire to succeed. Now, what do you think is going to happen now? What do we want to do with these Diamond Masters, right? If we want to continue growing, what do we want to do? You probably guessed right. We want to help them become Sharon Rose Masters, always helping our team to succeed, serving in humility, right? Cherishing the spirit. We want to make sure that we put their success before ours, because if we do that, we're automatically going to be successful. So when our 2 Diamond Masters on each group go ahead and become Sharon Rose Masters, we now become Star Master. This is the 4th mastership. We're more than halfway to the top. And then what happens here? Now it starts to get really good, because just the promotional gift when you arrive at Star Master is $10,000 cash and a vacation for 4. All right, so now you get to take not just your friend or your significant other, you can now take your family. And on top of that is a Star Master is now looking at an approximate monthly bonus of $10,000 per month. That's $5,000 every 2 weeks just in bonus. Remember, this is separate from the general commission. So we're now making money in 2 different areas. Okay, when we're combining what a Star Master makes in bonus and in general commission, you're looking at anywhere between $16,000 to $32,000 a month. Okay, that is now in the ballpark of what a programmer, a software developer in Silicon Valley is making, what CEOs make of very large companies. And we're now making this all because we have been working with our team. And think about it. These partners that you have, right? These Sharon Rose Masters that you now have on your right and your left, right? You probably have a very good relationship. This is probably family, right? Because we're all working together on this journey, all heading towards the same goals. And now we're more than enjoying this business and doing this business, right? Because we're making $16,000 to $32,000 a month. Now, it doesn't stop there. What do we want to do? We want these Sharon Rose Masters to become Star Masters. So we're going to help them. We're going to put our time, invest in them. And then what's going to happen when they become Star Master? We hit Royal Master. Now, when you get to Royal Master, this is where the big money really starts coming in, because just for you getting to Royal Master, you just made 50,000 cash as a promotional gift just for arriving to the position. You now get a car that's leased up to $1,000 a month. Now, I don't know about you. I've actually looked into it. Okay. You can lease a Maserati for $700. So think about what you can lease for $1,000. It's starting to get good, right? So you got your car that's being paid by the company. You just got gifted $50,000 cash, and you get a vacation for $4,000. And if that's not enough, the company now gives you a corporate card, okay, with $2,000 every month that you can utilize to invest in your business, promotions, invest in your team, right? How awesome is that? You're making money and the company's still giving you money to invest and continue growing your business. Now, a Royal Master just in bonus is making $30,000 approximately a month, okay? And in total income, you're looking at $32,000 to about $60,000. I want you to take a pause. I just want you to pause for a little bit and think about, what would you be doing if you were making that type of income? What would be different? What would change in your life? What are some of the goals that you have? What's that neighborhood that you want to live in? What are those cars, those vacations that you'd like to have? You know, what are those organizations that you wish you could be donating and helping your local church, helping a nonprofit? Whatever your goals and dreams are, do you not think that just at this level, which is the 5th level, we're not able to accomplish that? Of course. And once you're at this level and you're making this money, you're not going to want to decelerate, right? No, you're going to want to push the pedal to the metal, right? Step on the gas to continue to get to the top. So we're going to help these Star Masters. You got it. Turn to Royal Masters. We're going to pull them up, help them up, and then we're going to go ahead and become Crown Masters. Now, I want you to take a look at something. Our personal points have remained the same since Sharon Rose. It's 2.4 million. So this means that anything that we're buying for our home, we're buying, our dishwashing soap, we're buying our detergent for our laundry, we're actually buying it into our own groups, right? Because we don't need to buy any more points on our legs. Now, when you get to Crown Master, you get $300,000 cash. You get a vacation for $4,000. You get a luxury car value of $64,000, and you get your corporate card increased to $5,000 a month. Now, a Crown Master is making anywhere between $60,000 to $80,000 a month approximately. And I actually just heard an Imperial Master that was talking about how some Crown Masters are even making up to $120,000 a month. Think about it. Think about how much money you are making on a monthly basis in this position. And yet the company is still saying, you know what? We want to go ahead and give you more so you can continue to invest in your business. How awesome is that? And we're making money because we're helping people. We're giving people beauty. We're giving people health. We're giving people the opportunity to change their life, and we're helping them change their life. And in return, the company rewards us with this level of success. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think most of us have any opportunity or have had any opportunity that's come our way that gives us this ability without having the need to invest a lot of money in a business, right, in order to generate this type of income. Now, this is the 6th mastership. This is the one right before the top. And I want to get right to it because we want to help these Royal Masters get and turn into Crown Masters. And when they do, we now hit the goal. We hit Imperial Master. Imperial Masters make in excess of $100,000 a month. Just the monthly bonus is approximately that. But the awesome thing is when you get to this position, you actually get $1 million cash gift. And this is something that President Park, who's the president of Atomy, brings out in a special ceremony in a forklift. He brings it out cash. I'm not joking. Cash in a forklift to present it to you. You get a luxury car worth $78,000 and a driver included, which the company pays for. You also get your own office, 1,700 square feet, and secretary, which is also included and the company pays for. Your credit card, your corporate card gets increased to $10,000 per month, and you get another vacation for $4,000. Can you imagine that, making an excess of $100,000 a month? Congratulations, first off, because you're a millionaire. And on top of that, the company is covering all your costs of pretty much operating and doing your business. Now, you know what the beautiful thing in closing is that Atomy gives us passive income. When you start to reach these different levels, understand that, I mean, you could be the worst money manager and go off this month and spend all $100,000. And you know what the beautiful thing is? Next month, it's still going to come again. And you're still going to continue making it because it creates a snowball effect. And now what happened is you dedicated a good 3, 4, 5 years to your Atomy business. So that way you don't have to continue working later. So what makes more sense? Continuing on the same path that you're on, having to work for the next 20 years of your life, hoping that you get retirement or Social Security. And how much is that going to be? $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 a month? But you're going to have to work for the next 20 years. But I want to challenge you. How about you take the next 5 years, you dedicate yourself 100%, understanding that this is the way of the future. This is online, this is digital. This pandemic has just pushed us forward into this online sector. And we have the ability to reach all our dreams, all our goals, okay, here at Atomy, if we just dedicate ourselves for the next 5 years, so you don't have to work the next 25 years of your life for somebody else. So thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic day, and do me a favor, don't waste any more time and get started on your Atomy business today. Hello, everybody.
Okay. I'm telling y'all, don't waste time. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Keep doing what you could do. And, and because you're going to get others that's going to do what they could do. But don't waste time. Stay consistent. Stay diligent. Stay determined. You can be in that arena. You can be in that arena. And I mean, Atomy, we know Atomy is still young. We know that we're still less than 400,000, you know. And so we just got to, continue to be diligent and get outside the box. Outside the box. Is there any questions at this time? Can anybody tell me what's our special, let's say, attribute about Atomy's gifts, monetary gifts?
Adam pay the
Uh,
taxes.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we want to experience that. Definitely. You know, we want to experience that. Definitely. And I remember when I got my Diamond Master bonus, they put it right in there. Definitely. Non-tax deductible. The whole thing was there. And it's a wonderful thing. I'm looking forward this year for Shamrose Master. Definitely, because I'm working with some good partners that are going to Sales Master, semi-Sales Master. Definitely. We are determined, we're focused, and Atomy has the right platform, online platform, online system that can take us there, that can take you there, that can take us there, that can take we there. All of us. But we just got to be consistent and believe, have faith, work hard, work smart, indeed. And if there anybody like to say anything before we dismiss on tonight, it's like 8:59. Okay, alrighty. Okay. Well, we are zooming to the top. We are zooming to the top. We got a lot of great zooms, and but the other thing is, excuse me, The other thing is, it's like we got to get out there and get it done. Indeed, we got to get it done. You know, sometimes you got to travel to the next city. Sometimes you got to travel to the next state. That's what I've been thinking about. Let me see, what state I've been talking to. A couple of my people. Where we need to go. You know, what we need to do. We're gonna infiltrate, indeed. So hey, let's get ready to say goodnight to one another. Hey, good night, Carol. Good night, Beverly. Good
Hey,
night,
Pastor,
Nick.
there's a question in the chat.
Hi,
If you,
Pastor Edward.
Question in the chat.
yeah.
Okay, there's an 11-year-old. That's right there. Boy who has bone marrow transplant and was successful. Can I recommend them to use Atomy? Um,
Him.
what I want you,
If they could use him.
yeah, at 12 years old, you can recommend him or him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, two of them twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there, and let's expect the best. Okay, fantastic. All right, everybody, unmute your mic and let's say good night. Good night.
Good night, all. Good night.
Good night,
Good night, everybody.
everybody. Good night, Pastor. Good night, Nick.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Yes, indeed.